Hello friends, Zachary Stockill here from retroactivejealousy.com, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about a technique that I and many others use when we're feeling unmotivated or when we're lacking the initiative to take the steps we need to take, when we're putting something off, anything like that, where there's something we know we need to do, but for whatever reason we keep neglecting it, we keep putting it off. Now this can be useful if you've been watching these videos for a while or watching other videos on YouTube, and you know that there are certain steps you need to take to start to overcome retroactive jealousy, but you're kind of just hoping that maybe it'll go away on its own. Maybe I don't need to set up that appointment with that therapist. Maybe I don't need to read that book. Maybe I can, keep treating my partner this way. It'll probably be okay. It's annoying in the moment, but maybe it'll go away on its own. This video is for you people. And I don't create this, and I didn't make this video to scold anyone or to be prescriptive in terms of exactly what you should do. But if there are certain actions that by now you've learned you need to take when it comes to your retroactive jealousy and you're putting it off, I think this video might be important for you. And the technique is this. Ask yourself, if nothing changes and I continue to act in this fashion, if this pattern continues, what is the worst case scenario? The more vivid and detailed you can make this scenario in your mind, as you're imagining what could happen if you don't make the changes you know you need to make. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. Really try to go deep into what the worst case scenario could look like. If you're struggling with retroactive jealousy, I probably have a few guesses in terms of what it could look like because I have an inbox filled with emails. I've been receiving emails from retroactive jealousy sufferers from around the world since 2013. And I know many of the worst case scenarios, maybe not for you specifically, but in general. So these worst case scenarios involve things like increased anxiety and depression, sometimes clinical depression. Breakups, very, very, very common. Breakups of intimate relationships caused by one partner just being so frustrated by their partner's retroactive jealousy and possessiveness and obsessive thinking, often obsessive questioning. Divorces, same thing. I have the emails to prove it. Many couples do not survive retroactive jealousy. Alienation from children. Retroactive jealousy impacts many people's ability to be a good father, to be a good mother, to be an active parent and totally present with their kids. It's hard to be present with anyone when you're struggling with retroactive jealousy. And I know I mentioned breakups and divorces, and that's probably the most extreme case, but more than that, I think retroactive jealousy can take an enormously detrimental toll on relationships in general. And even if your relationship survives, it's very likely that if you don't take the steps you need to take to get a handle on your retroactive jealousy and hopefully put it behind you for good, it's very likely that it'll do a lot of damage to your relationship. It'll create distance between you and your partner. Your partner might feel less comfortable, opening up to you and being around you in general when they know that there's this kind of specter of retroactive jealousy hanging over the relationship. So even if you don't break up or get divorced, it can still do a tremendous amount of damage to relationships. These are just examples. And I bet if you really check in with yourself and ask yourself this question, given you and your particular life history, maybe your particular demons, your particular bad habits, which we all have, given your particular circumstances, what is the worst case scenario if you don't start working to get a handle on this problem? And again, I don't mean to be prescriptive in this video. I'm saying by now, if you've been familiar with my work for a while, if you've been watching these videos for a while, if the retroactive jealousy kind of comes and goes, maybe you're okay for a month or two and then it comes back, or you break up and you get a new partner and it comes back again, it's clear you have a problem you need to solve. And I think a great way to get motivated and inspired and kind of light a fire under you to solve it is getting very clear about what is the worst that could happen and getting very, very vivid and detailed about that in your mind. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like more information about overcoming retroactive jealousy, I've created a lot of content on this topic. You can have a look around my YouTube channel or click a link in the description for more information.